Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Today is a good day. Today we're reacting to two Pixar trailers for two Pixar movies. Yeah, that's right. We're in a year where Pixar is doing two films. Get it? 2022, two Pixar films. Great times all around. So we're going to be reacting to the Turning Red trailer and to the Lightyear trailer. And we're going to be looking at them both. I'm going to give my thoughts, some speculation maybe, and I'll obviously be talking about when I'll make the video for how both these movies fit into the Pixar theory. However, I don't feel like I have much to say until we've watched the trailers. And yeah, I know there's also some controversy with this whole streaming cinema stuff, but again, we'll get to it once we're done.
Streaming March 11th on Disney+.
Hey, Meg, breakfast is ready. Oh, hey!
From Disney Pixar.
What's happening to me? This little quirk runs in our family. Yes! No!
That's just my energy.
Any strong emotion will release the panda.
The monster inside of me. That's just my energy.
Disney Pixar's Turning Red. Rated PG. Original movie streaming March 11th.
Alright, so quite a few things to unpack with this trailer, I would say. Not really much. I've seen like the other trailers for this movie and I sort of get the gist. It's about a girl who, I don't know, it was like some Chinese curse, I didn't get it. But like every time she gets overexcited or like she has these extra emotions, what is that alarm? But like all these, like when she gets these extra emotions, she turns into a giant panda bear. And for a teenager, having over-the-top emotions is like every day. Yeah, it's cringy. Yeah, I hate teenagers. I hate being a teenager. I remember back when I was young and innocent. Then again, Kid Me was also kind of a monster, so I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's just detracted from the entire point of the movie. So yeah, that's kind of what the movie's about. This movie is also like set in the early 2000s, which a lot of people are like drawing to for some reason. Like, what are you guys getting at? Like, why is this movie being set in the early 2000s so important? It's not like being set in the 90s where it's like a whole different age of growing up. Like, okay, maybe it's just me, but I was born in the 2000s. I wasn't a kid, or at least I wasn't like these ages of kids where I like could see everything and understand how growing up is. So I don't know. Although I do know that this movie is set in 2003, the same year Finding Nemo came out. So if I do not see a Finding Nemo reference in this movie, Pixar, you have failed me. But yeah, I can't really again say much about this because there's not really a lot of story to go with this movie, and that's kind of something I respect about the trailer so far. Is that they've given us the general premise. Whenever she gets excited or she has over-the-top emotions, she turns into a red panda bear, and we don't really get much more from there. We don't know what the story is going to be about. We don't know who these characters are. We see them doing things, but we don't know what their personalities are. And I kind of really like that about this trailer. It gives you enough to draw you in, but it doesn't give you like the whole story or like all these spoilers for the movie until you watch the movie. So I really do think with this and the Lightyear trailer, Pixar is top notch. They are doing the right thing in that they are actually making good trailers where they draw you in but they're not giving you too much to disinterest you from the movie. So yeah, really like that. Illumination, take notes. This is how you do a goddamn trailer. So yeah, excited for Turning Red. It's also coming out on March 11th on Disney+, which I know there's some problems with that. We'll get there when we get there, but let's turn to Lightyear.
A year of work for a 4-minute flight. Isn't that something?
We're all ready if you are, sir.
Well, let's go find out if this...
We got a breach in the perimeter.
Thank you. Buzz Lightyear mission log. After a full year of being marooned on this planet, our first test flight is a go. Let's get everyone home.
Good luck, Captain. We're counting on you.
Roger that.
I find it so funny that like the first time he gets caught by the thing, he's like, somebody help me, I'll go. And then like they cut it off, and then this guy gets caught and he's taking, and Buzz is like, yeah, whatever. I mean, like, what was I even supposed to pay attention to that guy? But yeah, so I just find it funny. I want to know something. Will we ever find out what the origin of that weird vine creature thing is? Like, will we ever know what it actually looks like, or will it just be a running gag that we never find out? I'm interested. I kind of want to know.
There's a star waiting in the sky.
Hello, Buzz. Socks, your personal companion robot.
We'd like to come and
We're being pursued by just a massive robot. That was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you. Buzz. Lightyear!
Let all the children do
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls.
No. White noise is fine.
Very well.
Good night, Socks.
Good night, Buzz.
Very horrifying. All right, a lot to unpack here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am so excited for this movie. In case you couldn't already tell, I am much more hyped to watch this movie than I am Turning Red. I'm sorry. I wish it weren't true. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. I'm sorry. I love the fact that this movie is going to exist. So, like, where do I even start with it? First of all, I gotta mention, where's that scene?
That was
Around
utterly
here.
terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
Yeah, this Zurg. I love Zurg's design, or like Emperor Zurg, or whatever he's gonna be called. I love the fact that he looks like this. It's a lot more, how should I say, more dangerous, more deadlier than his Toy Story 2 look. I don't know, will they have the reveal of I am your father, Buzz? Or is that just gonna be a dumb joke that was carried over to Toy Story films? I kind of hope it's true in this film, where like this Buzz doesn't know who his dad is, and then Zurg is like, bro, I'm your dad, dude. Something like that. Because I do know Toy Story, or at least the story behind Buzz Lightyear in the original Toy Story films were a parody of Star Wars. Buzz's story was like a parody of the Star Wars original trilogy. And now that both Star Wars and Toy Story are owned by Disney, I wonder, will they actually go through that reveal? I don't know. Another thing I wanted to mention is that ever since I was a kid and like I watched the Toy Story films when I was young, I always wanted a straightforward, action-packed, not even like a movie, just a special or a sequence of Buzz being Buzz, you know, with his laser gun, his wings on the back that allow him to fly with like his jetpack. I always wanted that. And I remember when I watched the Toy Story 2 opening and I saw Buzz like flying around, taking out Zurg's enemies, I was like, yes, this is what I want. Unfortunately, the movie wasn't that, and it was instead Toy Story. But I always wanted that. I always wanted to have a space adventure, crazy space adventure with Buzz. I didn't care if it was going to be like a special, a mini-series, a TV show. I just wanted it. And the fact that it's being made into a full-on, you know, animated Pixar movie, it's so good. Not to mention that the animation here, I'm sorry to say it, but again, the animation here looks so much better than like in Turning Red. Look at the colors here. Look at that. And then look at like the textures and the designs. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw like what do you call this? High quality Buzz for the first time, like in the first teaser trailer, I was like, I do not like this design. I do not like how rectangular his face is. It's awkward. Considering like everyone else around him looks normal, his rectangle face was weirding me out. I get that the toy he's based on has to have a rectangle face. That's why it's like that. But like, you know, you could just make the toy a rectangle face and have him have a regular face. It's weird. I mean, after I've looked at it and I've like watched enough of the trailers and posters and pictures, I have grown used to it, and I have it like the face has sort of grown on me. Like I'm more used to it, and now I can watch the movie without me being distracted. Because like the whole time they were like releasing the other trailers and whatnot, I was very distracted. I kept getting taken out of like the movie because I just could not get enough of that face. It was weirding me out. Of course, now I've gotten used to it because I've seen everything, and I think I could go into the movie well. But if anyone else went into the movie like this, they would be weirded out. I do find it weird though, because I feel like I'm the only one who expresses these thoughts. Everyone else loves high quality Buzz or high res Buzz. They're like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome. This is like the freaking it's like that meme where you get like hot fries, this is high quality Buzz, and then not hot fries is plastic Toy Story Buzz. And they had a missed opportunity here. They could have called this movie Toy Story 0, because that's basically what it is. This movie is essentially Toy Story 0. It's a huge prequel to Toy Story because this movie is based around Buzz Lightyear, the character, and the Toy Story movies have a character called Buzz who's based off the real hero. So this movie is about the real hero who the Buzz toy is based off of. So it's actually a prequel to Toy Story. And weirdly enough, Pixar is actually in a situation where if they wanted to make a franchise out of this, they could place this Lightyear any year they wanted to and make as many sequels as they wanted to before they finally decide to connect it to the Toy Story films, because it can always connect to the Toy Story films. It's one of those prequels where it can essentially do what it wants, because no matter what it does, it will not mess with the originals. What else can I mention here? I love the animation. I love the alien designs, the robot designs. It's good. I like the voice acting. I think, what's his name? The guy who played Captain America in Avengers. Crap, I'm forgetting his name, but I know Chris, was it Chris Evans? Yeah, I think it was that guy. He's playing Buzz here, so that's really cool. Another thing that I do kind of feel embarrassed about is I don't know if you guys remember, but back at the end of 2020, I did like a podcast talking about all of Pixar's future movies. And I thought this movie was coming out in 2024, because I remember like Pete Docter, like the head of Pixar's creative team, he was saying like there were getting a bunch of new movies and that it was going to be like original movies and one movie a year or something. So like we were getting Luca alone last year. I thought this year we were getting only Turning Red, but apparently we were also getting Lightyear, and I was very confused. I'm like, I thought Lightyear was 2024, but hey, 2023, I'm excited for it either way. So yeah, I am very much excited for this movie. Look at it.
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls. No. White noise is fine. Very well. Good night, Socks. Good night, Buzz.
I love it. So, yeah, I can definitely tell this would be a very funny movie. What else can I really say about this movie? It also has the same feel as Turning Red, or at least based on the trailers, where it doesn't give you a lot of the story. It gives you a lot of images and characters, and like these are the people you will see in the movie, but it doesn't tell you their personalities. It doesn't give you what the movie's about. You're gonna have to go see the movie for that, and I really like it. The trailer alone intrigues you to go watch the movie, and then the movie alone will like tell you, and then after watching the movie, you can form your own opinion about it. So I really do like these trailers that Pixar have put out for Turning Red and Lightyear, where they don't give you too much information, but at the same time, it's like you want to know more. Illumination, take notes, seriously. I'm not even like joking with you. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Obviously I'm gonna post I'm gonna post my videos on where I think Turning Red fits in the Pixar theory and where Lightyear fits in the Pixar theory. I like to do this. It's a tradition I'm thinking of really doing. I did it for Luca last year, and it's a tradition I really think I want to do going forward with more Pixar films that come out. And there's this channel, the Supercallan brothers, who always dissect these movies and like where they fit in the Pixar theory. And they always dissect these movies after they come out. Like when the movie comes out, that's when the Supercallan brothers are saying, yo, we think this movie fits here in the Pixar theory. Personally, I think I would rather check on these movies before the movie comes out. I'd rather try and make my guess, or shoot my shot, shot in the dark or whatever, as to where I think these movies fall in the Pixar theory. For example, Turning Red takes place in the early 2000s, and okay, before I like get into how it does that, I would normally like look at these trailers. I would take them apart, look for little details that'll help me, or just kind of know where they take place in the timeline, and then try and put them in the Pixar theory. I like to make these guesses before the movie comes out, and then after the movie comes out, I can see how right or how wrong I was, and I can make a fool of myself. I look like a goddamn buffoon, but I like to give my predictions before the movie comes out. That way I get to the punch early, I get some quick views, crazy good views, and I at least try to do something semi-original. So yeah, for like example, Turning Red takes place in the early 2000s. I'll just put it somewhere in the early 2000s. Lightyear takes place quite a few years before Toy Story, but also way more technology than Toy Story. So, but I do know it's a prequel, so it's gonna happen sometime before Toy Story. Again, I like looking at it that way. And now we have to address the big problem, or the big question. What about Pixar movies? Because recently there's been a bit of controversy on Pixar movies. Mainly because a lot of Pixar movies have been sent to Disney Plus, especially in the last 2 years with the whole pandemic and the schmigaliga virus. So the thing is, like, normally Pixar, whenever they release a movie, Disney just kind of throws it on Disney Plus for free, and people and Pixar fans and me and Pixar fans and are not really happy about this. With Onward was in theaters for like 2 weeks before it got put on Disney Plus because of the Schmegaliga virus. And Soul got put on Disney Plus for free on Christmas. I guess it was like a Soul Christmas present. But Luca got put on Disney Plus for free for like no reason at all. And Turning Red was originally going to be in theaters. Disney said it was going to be in theaters. But then, like, I swear to God, like a week later, they announced it was going to... I swear, like, after I heard the announcement that Turning Red was going to be in theaters, like a week or so later, I hear it's going to be put on Disney Plus. Like, Turning Red is going to be put on Disney Plus for free. And a lot of Pixar fans are not very happy about this. In fact, even, like, the heads of Pixar, when they found out that... Or, like, when they heard that Turning Red was going to be put on Disney Plus, they were not happy. They actually, like, got really angry and, like, went up to the heads of Disney and whatnot to like be like, bro, what are you doing? And a lot of people are not happy about the fact that Pixar movies are sort of getting shunned by Disney, or like they're not happy with how Disney is treating Pixar, considering Pixar was the guys who are like carrying Disney throughout the 2000s and 2010s. But now that Disney has made it, or now like the big guys, they're sort of like pushing Pixar to the side or treating them like they're not as important anymore. And I really do get the pain. I understand where Pixar fans are coming from, and I as a Pixar fan also feel hurt by this, because if we compare all the Pixar movies, like the 4 Pixar movies that came out in the past 2 years, as compared to the Disney movies that came out, Disney is giving themselves extra treatment, while Pixar, again, they just kind of shun or put to the side. They don't treat as well as they do their movies. For example, when Mulan came out, Mulan 2020, that garbage movie came out, you had to pay $30 extra to watch the movie. Mind you, you had to buy your Disney Plus subscription plus $30 for the actual movie. That's like buy Netflix. Like you buy your Netflix subscription, but in order to watch one specific movie from Netflix, you need to pay 3 times that subscription to watch the movie. It's one movie. That's like watching Don't Look Up. I know a lot of people are clowning on that movie, so I might as well clown on it as well. So like that's like Netflix making Don't Look Up. And you buy your Netflix subscription. You can buy all these Netflix movies, but in order to watch Don't Look Up, in order to only watch Don't Look Up and not any other movie, because like that's the only movie you have to pay for, you have to pay 3 times more your Netflix subscription to watch just that one movie. Kind of dumb. And they did the same thing for Raya and the Last Dragon and Cruella. And I'm like, if you can do it for those 3 movies, why can't you do it for Pixar? I'm not saying that they should make people pay for Pixar movies, but I am saying if they can treat their movies like how they would if people went to a theater, or at least they give them special treatment, why aren't they giving this special treatment to Pixar movies? I, for one, am also not too angry that Turning Red is coming out on Disney Plus, because it just means I can watch it immediately when it comes out. But I do understand the pain, and I do empathize with those people who want it out in theaters or given some special treatment. Like, I, for one, really do think Lightyear should be in cinemas. I do not think this big of a movie based on like the Toy Story franchise should just be thrown on Disney Plus like that. I honestly think it should be put in the movie theaters. Everyone can go and have a good time. Because honestly, after 2 years of watching movies on streaming and like getting them for free and watching them on my phone or home TV and whatnot, I still think theaters are the best. Like, I swear to God, I have been watching movies, streaming them for the past 2 years because of the whole pandemic thing. And I'm like, yeah, they're good movies. I would give my reviews on them, blah, blah, blah. But nothing fills my soul more, or nothing makes my heart more happier than going to a cinema, buying that popcorn, sitting in the theater and watching a movie. Because I went to watch Spider-Man No Way Home in the theaters, and me and my entire theater erupted when like the other Spider-Man came, and we all clapped. And it was that shared happiness, that shared, fandom core. I think that's what I really like when I go to the theaters. I'm not an extrovert. I hate people. But the fact that so many people would come together and enjoy something as a collective unit, that really makes me happy. And the fact that we have Lightyear, something that's already based on a popular franchise and is now given like some new life to it, I really think it should be in theaters. Turning Red, I understand it was less of a gamble to put in theaters because like no one has heard of Turning Red, and it is something new that Pixar's trying, so I understand why Disney would want to be experimental with it and put it on Disney Plus. But Lightyear, I really feel this one should be in theaters, and I feel again Turning Red should also be in theaters. I understand to an extent, like if you squint really hard, I can understand why Disney put it on Disney Plus for free. However, I do think Pixar should be on the same playing field as Disney, and their movie should be in theater. Hell, Encanto was put in theaters for at least a month before it got put on Disney Plus. Pixar was never given that same treatment. Mind you, Encanto came out in November, and Turning Red is coming out next month as of recording. kind of unfair if you ask me. So yeah, I understand the whole theater, non-theater controversy. I do empathize with the theater sayers, the people who are like, put it back in theaters, because I do understand where they're coming from, and I do relate to that on a deeper level. However, at the same time, I'm not gonna complain if I can see the movie for free immediately and I can watch it anytime I want. So, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, I'm very excited for both these movies, both Turning Red and Lightyear, more on Lightyear, and I can't wait to see them when they come out. Turning Red, I'll see it on Disney Plus immediately. I'll make a review on it like the next day. Whereas Lightyear, to come out in theaters, maybe or maybe not, I'll force my family to go to see it with me. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. My next video will probably be how these movies fit into the Pixar theory. If not, I don't know. I'm kind of like running out of video ideas and I'm just going dark in and out. However, I am working on other things in my life, so but yeah, anyways, guys, that's all from me. Thank you so very much for watching. Be sure to hit that be sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends and family, and yeah, with that, I have been Captain Phoenix, and I will see you in another universe.